Hi, I'm Rick Itzkowicz, co-founder of Productive Learning and Leisure and creator of Quote Actions. In this segment of our LinkedIn Referral Success Program, I will be covering one more application and also how to strategically use the status update feature. As with all of our topic programs, we begin on our LinkedIn homepage. And as I stated in the previous segment on applications, the main reasons for using the various LinkedIn apps is to help you gain visibility and credibility. This also applies to the status update feature. The application we will cover in this segment is the Polls application. So to get to the LinkedIn apps, go across the top where it says More and find the Polls application. I am going to show you my polls. Okay. In the top segment, it will tell you, it will show the polls that I've answered. And in the bottom, I have active polls and polls I have answered. So the first thing that you want to do is remember that everything we do on LinkedIn should be for the purpose of either increasing our visibility or our credibility. And as I've stated, polls are another way to gain visibility. Now here's a couple of other things to remember when it comes to polls. You can gain some insights about a product or service that you're launching. It's an easy way to get people to interact with you. And when you make the poll interesting and get them to interact, they're much more likely to respond to you in the future when you send them messages about something else. So for example, one of the polls that I created is one where I asked if people were a BNI member and how often they listen to Dr. Meisner's podcast. By doing this, I raised my visibility within the BNI community, and I also paved the way for a future announcement I made about being a guest of Dr. Meisner in his podcast. So right now I will show you how to create a poll, and I will create it for the purpose of gathering intelligence for future segments of the LinkedIn Referral Success Programs. So I'm going to go up to here on Create a Poll. And here you have the question. And I am going to pause this and enter all the information. All right, so I filled out the questions, and you have multiple choice when you give people. You can have up to 5 different multiple choices, and here appears the polls. My question is, what's the most you would pay for a video series that guarantees to teach you how to generate business by using social media? And I gave them a range from $0 to $120 or more. So that's what the poll would look like. Down here, you have the option of rotating the order of the answers if you want to do it. I'm not going to use it, but sometimes you may want to use it because maybe the randomness will affect how people vote. You can target the audience and pay for the poll. However, I would recommend that you just use it for free. And by doing that, just put it to your first degree connections. And also, you can include it so that everybody on LinkedIn can view it and respond. And once you're doing that, then you're ready. You post the poll, and then the poll will be automatically distributed to all of our network. And you can also gain a link that you could post somewhere else on your blog or elsewhere. But anyway, it's very easy to create a poll. But once the poll is posted, it will appear on your connection sites, giving you additional visibility. And remember, this is all about being strategic and building visibility and credibility. You can also publish the results of your poll and continue to position yourself as an authority in the subject matter. So that's pretty much covers polls. Next, what I'm going to do is cover the status update. So for that, we're going to go right back to our homepage. And let's see. Here it is, the network activity status update. A couple of things is when you post an update, your latest post will remain on your site at the top here for as long as you have that one until you make the next one. So that's one thing to remember. And there's other social networking sites such as Twitter and Facebook that allow you to post updates. However, well, no, however. In fact, you can also link your Twitter feed to appear on your LinkedIn page and vice versa. So I will not cover how to link your Twitter page. That's subject for another segment. But if you wanted to include your post on your network here on LinkedIn to appear on Twitter, you can simply click the check mark by your Twitter account and it will automatically go into Twitter. Okay, so here's some information about status updates. Every time that you update your status, the home page of all of your network is pinged with your status update. So as you can see here, I have updates from people in my network. And anytime anybody in my network actually does an update, then what I do is I get notified. Well, the same is true when I do it. Everybody in my network will be notified. So that gives you a lot of visibility. Updating your status is a great way to communicate to your network on a frequent and an ongoing basis. Without you sending them emails or anything directly, basically they will just get your updates on a regular basis. And remember that your status update, similar to Twitter, is limited to 140 characters. So keep that into account. So what should you post? Well, to answer this, I will refer back to the basic premise that everything we do on LinkedIn should help us with our visibility or our credibility. So here are two examples of things I post. One is to help me with visibility and the other one with credibility. I post one of my quote actions every day. This helps me position myself as a quote guy and also helps me gain visibility for my quote actions product. So here you can see the post that I have on my for quote actions, and because it is over 140 characters, it has a link where you can actually see the rest of the message. So people can comment, and I get comments constantly from this. So that is one of the things that I post, and I post one of these every day. Okay, here's another post that I recently made, and that is that I recently received my 100th LinkedIn recommendation. And that's a big milestone, and by letting people in my network know this, it greatly enhanced my credibility. In fact, I got a ton of comments from doing that. So that's another thing that I posted, and it keeps in alignment with the strategy of posting to increase visibility and credibility. So to post, you simply enter whatever you want to post here on the update and then click on the share button. And again, if you want to connect it to Twitter, you can put a check mark by it, and that will be it. So that's it for this segment. If you have any questions, you can send them via LinkedIn or send me an email at rick@productivelearning.com. Enjoy an extraordinary day.